We spent a lot of time lately talking about some of the problems or the challenges that you are facing as a working mother. But a lot of those problems are, in fact, the symptoms of a bigger problem. So, what I mean is this lack of time that you have in your day, that's a symptom of a bigger problem. The fact that you're feeling all this resentment towards your husband or your partner because you feel like they're not helping you in the way you want them to, that is a symptom of a bigger problem. The guilt you feel when you leave your child and go to work, that is a symptom of a bigger problem. It's easier to identify those symptoms. It's a lot harder to backtrack from there and find out what the underlying problem really is. And that is a big part of the reason why I created Life of Excellence. That's a big part of the reason why this is a longer term commitment, why we are working over 3 months. Because to take those symptoms that we are aware of, and backtrack and dig deeper and find out what the underlying problem truly is, that takes some work. That takes some collaboration. That takes you as an expert in yourself and your own experiences, your own goals, and me, the expert in behavior change and motivation and education, getting you from A to B. It takes the two of us collaborating together to dig deep and find out what the underlying problem is. Some of the things that it boils down to for some people, for one thing, a lot of it has to do with societal expectations and how we were raised, what we were told as we were growing up, what were we told we had to be, had to do, should do, all these types of things. A lot of the times we believed a lot of lies along the way that unfortunately lead us down that wrong path, the path towards the resentment, the anger, the frustration, the guilt. Other times it stems from a lack of self-worth. And unfortunately, that is evident in women a lot of the time. Like even women like you who are so successful, if we dig deep enough, we find an underlying lack of self-worth. A huge one. A third one that we can dig down and find sometimes, and it's in a similar vein, is a lack of confidence. So maybe you have that quiet sense of self-worth, but that outward confidence that you need to make these changes to change your life and your trajectory, that confidence isn't there. Or maybe it's there in part of your life and it's not there in others, right? Maybe you feel super confident in your workplace. You are a great leader there, but you're not able to take that confidence into your own life. So we work together to dig deep to figure out what that underlying problem is. And that's what you need. That's what you need to be successful. If you just keep treating symptoms, that's not going to be effective, right? If you just keep pounding back that Tylenol for that headache or that backache that won't go away, how effective is that going to be? You're going to continue to have to pound back that Tylenol, let it do whatever it's doing to your body forever until you actually take the time to get to the root cause. And unfortunately, if we stick with this medical example, there's not funding for every doctor to dig and get to the root cause. The way the model works is that they help you treat the symptoms. They work on that pain management. You need a specialist. You need someone who specializes in that holistic approach in order to dig deeper and to go back and look at what that root cause is and fix the root cause. Exact same in this situation. If you keep treating those symptoms, where is that going to end up, right? We can put a Band-Aid on these things for a long time. It's going to keep rearing its ugly head. So that's a huge reason why I have created Life of Excellence, because I truly believe that if you take the time to get to that root cause, if you stop with the Band-Aids, that you will actually be able to stop permanently. Like stop with the little tiny fixes that you're wasting your time on. Let's fix the problem permanently for you. You know the drill, you know where to look, you know how to get in touch with me. I know you've been watching and listening and wondering and letting yourself dream a little bit about maybe it could be you. It could be you. It could be you. You just have to be brave enough to take a chance. And that first step is just a conversation. Like, let's just talk, no obligation. Let's have a conversation, because I want to help you get to that root cause. And I want you to be able to move forward with life feeling the way you want it to feel.